I'm here at the Vintage Fashion Expo, and I'm talking to, what is your name, young lady?
Susie Lendoner.
Now, Susie, from what I understand, you have some big news going on these days.
Yes.
So what is happening with you?
Well, my big news is that I've started a new line of clothing, and it's vintage inspired, and from all my years being with Vintage Expo and loving vintage, the new name of my clothing is What Would Susie Wear?
Now, what would Susie wear? What are some of the things that makes What Would Susie Wear special?
Well,
if I were somewhere and I saw one of your outfits, how would I know that that was yours?
Well, I think that that's really the point, is that from doing all these shows, most of the time with all these beautiful vintage clothing that I have, most of the time what would happen is that people would say, I want what you're wearing. So that's what gave me the idea that maybe I should start doing a line of clothing about the clothes that I was wearing. And I'm very eclectic. I love to mix patterns, which I think you can see. So yes, these are pantaloonies. I call these my pantaloonies. They're made out of rayon, and they're all different fabrics. So the pantaloons right here come in multiple fabrics, all different colors. I was a very, very big fan and lover of Betsy Johnson, so I really give her a lot of credit for my inspiration.
Well, so what are some of the things about it? What are some of the specific things, the designs, the colors? What identifies your clothing?
This is what identifies me as stripes. Most people see me usually in my leggings, which I call daddy long legs. They're very long. I was a dancer with New York City Ballet, and I usually am wearing my stripes, but I'm trying to promote my pantaloonies and my stripes.
So stripes are one of the things.
One of the things. It's
mostly
how I put things together.
But in somewhat objective terms, what are the things that defines the style of What Would Susie Wear?
I think my style is very eclectic, very bohemian. It's a total mix and match, and not being ashamed or afraid to wear different colors together.
So why don't you show me a specific one?
I will. I can do that. This is a sample of my duster. It's shorter in the front, longer in the back. Sheer waist, buttons, opens up, flies. I love clothes that have a lot of air. And then I would wear that maybe with one of my little dresses.
So this is a duster.
Yes. This is a duster.
Now, what is it?
This a duster
now, what is?
It comes from.
What is it?
Having a lot of flow. It's a jacket, or.
The word duster is a synonym for jacket. Is that right?
It's a common word in the vintage kind of hip industry right now. Bohemian jackets of this nature that have a lot that you wear off your shoulder or on. So I might wear that with one of my little dresses that have pockets. This is my mica dress. It's very same as what I'm wearing here.
And so this duster, how much would it sell for today?
This duster is $128.
And what sort of material is this made out of?
This is rayon.
Rayon.
Rayon with lace. This is the lace.
So this is the way, and how much would this one sell for?
These are, the lace ones are $58, the rayon ones are, the lace are $68, the rayon are $58.
And so,
and I would also put that even with a pair, so that it was a big mishmash. That's a typical Susie mishmash, and that's what Susie would wear.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, in addition to the Vintage Fashion Expo, where else would your items be sold? What other physical locations?
I'm hoping to get them into stores.
And what sort of stores would be your target?
Ladies' stores. And I'm just starting. I actually just finished my production last night.
So last night.
This is its first outing.
This is the premiere of What Would Susie Wear.
Yes,
okay.
It is. Exactly. Exactamundo.
So I'm talking now. Does Susie have a website?
Not yet.
Okay.
I sell on Etsy, but it's mostly for my vintage. And I will be opening an Etsy store that's called What Would Susie Wear, and I will be creating a .com with What Would Susie Wear.
What's the likely name?
whatwouldsusiewear.com.
Okay, whatwouldsusiewear.com.
But check Etsy first.
And I've been talking to Susan Londoner.
That's me.
Okay.